Hello everybody, welcome back to Evolve. We're going to be playing as Goliath. In this one we're on Distillery against Slim, Hank, Crow and Hyde. Very decent team. Actually very decent. Slim Hank's probably one of the best defensive sustain combos in the game, so we'll see. We'll do everything except rock to begin, and traversals will be the perk of choice. We will get going. Weakest link on this team is Crow, because Crow is a stasis based trapper and Goalie doesn't really care about stasis. You need harpoons if you're going to slow Goalie down. But other than that, the team is really good. Yellow Beam Man is on the team, so we focus Yellow Beam Man at all costs, because if we don't, we die. If you are a new viewer, it's a 4v1 ASIM, 2015. Pay attention to those animations, the atmosphere, everything we add, ladies and gentlemen, before a particular game at the top of this genre has held it hostage with mediocrity for the past 9 years. But yeah. We're trying to just spread the bolt, you know, enlighten the masses to what we could have had in this genre. As the top of it is in a particularly bad place at the moment. That's potentially move speed over there, but I've missed it now, that's fine. Killed the glacier pod, so I'm going to hell. It's fine. So what we're going to be doing right at the very beginning is looking for things to eat, so we can fill up that meter you will have seen just on my back there. Once that fills, we'll be able to evolve to stage 2, which is where the fighting will begin. Stage 1 monsters are very weak, so we don't want anything to do with our pursuers in the early game. That is the damage buff that they're probably going to get now, but I don't really have a time to fight it because they are just literally right around that corner. I have to spend some of that armour to do so, and they're probably going to come around the corner before I can kill it, because we are stage 1. Yeah, they're literally right there. I could see the bullets, mate. So justified there, but we are going to be facing some pretty strong hunters here, because they are going to actually have the damage buff themselves, so push for that being here is ridiculous. That's fine. The Trapjaw's little dogs there are deterrents for the monster. Basically just designed to make you give up food. Animations, by the way. See our little stumble there. We slide along the floor with 3 frames of animation at the top of this genre, fellas. Grab stage 2. Sufficiently secluded. When we evolve, we gain size, HP, damage, the appearance of the monster changes, obviously, because we're evolving. We're getting larger. The stage 2 is where the fighting will begin in a moment's time. We're just gonna get the armor restocked. I thought they were in front of that door then. It's fine. Right, so we're now fully armoured, so we'll go and see where they're at. They're right here. One of them's got the damage buff, that's weird. That's awkward, I don't have a leap. It's fine. So we do want to target Crow in this particular instance, because Crow is the one that has domed us in this big blue shield that you can see. I don't think I got him with that, did I? I panic dropped it. He's there somewhere. I'm not targeting Yellow Beam Man again here, I should be. It's fine. Put him off. Get it, we'll get out. Red bar damage is permanent, so we want to try and keep that to a minimum. Right. He has isolated himself though. Splash. I can keep him away. I can't commit to this because he doesn't have his shield now. There it is. You spend the armor to do so because he is the assault though. Just go and get some more before we go in again. Really don't want climb speed, mate. It's just... I have a special relationship with that perk. It just looks stupid when you get it. It's got utility, but it just looks dumb. I like the sort of slow climbing like this. You pick that up, you just literally teleport up walls. It's just... It's one of them very few immersion breaking things in this game. The rest of this, and then we'll get back in for another one. Eventually get a bit of a... quite close. This. It's going to be pretty damn quick. Down on Crow. Down animation because Slim's out positioned. Do want either Hank or Slim here. Shit used to the charge there. Splash on him. Gives me a good filter into Flame Breath. We'll go for Slim. Try and get as many strikes as we can. We're doing pretty well here. I did see him jet overshot the rock though. Very high sustain medic, this particular one. He can heal himself on the team by doing damage to you, basically like vampirism. And now Hank's up as well, that's a fucking nightmare. Where is he? As long as I can keep him out of the way of Hank. Good, there it is. Get out. Get through there. We'll go stage 3 now. Did actually get quite a healthy split there in strikes towards the end. We'll do it down here actually. Dead, get rid of you, go for the evolve. We'll go stage 3. Stage 3 monsters in this game, fellas, are the power roll. We've got lots of power because this game didn't hate and despise its power roll. There's no second chances, there's no iframes. We are now literally the fucking raid boss. Because by virtue of the game's design, the hunters are supposed to stop you from getting to stage 3 by any means necessary. When it happens, the game basically tells the hunters to fuck off and live with their mistakes, as it should do in an ASIM, you know? Because generally, ASIMs have power rolls, not punching bags, which is what you're going to see here now. Stage 3 Goldie is one of the highest DPS monsters in the game as well, so it's like an absolute train. Sight where they were there, that's fine. Send it over him. So we'll go for Crow just so we don't get the domes immediately. Shit. I do find it funny though how this Hank's been hilariously outpositioned for 90% of this game. Because Hanks are usually really good. I've got 2 strikes on a lot of them, just nearly pushed him into the med bay. If he did go through that, he'd remove his strikes. The other one we want. So all that high sustain ain't going to do much now, because we are stage 3. Then we fight through the shield. I don't know how long we've got left actually. 23 seconds, I don't think he lives. No, there it is. Power roll. You let the monster get to stage 3, that's what you can expect in this game, ladies and gentlemen, because that is what an asymmetrical game is. It's about one side having like mountains of power, and the other side playing around it. The way this game does it is it does it at a slower, like, rolling pace, basically. At stage 1, the hunters are the power roll. At stage 2, it's a 50-50 playing field. And at stage 3, the monster is the power roll, which you've just seen there. There is nothing fucking wrong with it. Having an IQ to play the weaker side in an ASIM isn't an object negative as the narrative is being pushed. in this game, where we're carrying one side through it with iframes and all this stupid fucking immersion breaking wank for the sake of people that cry too much on Twitter, you know? But as I say, you know, it's a long road of trying to convince people that, you know, the top of the ASIM genre is actually not the correct way to do an ASIM. And, you know, in the same vein, the same timeline, if DBD did steer away from just implementing cheap hand-holding shit every patch, I won't complain about it, you know? But it is what it is, fellas, at the end of the day. On top of, obviously, as well, what I said at the beginning with the animation quality and the atmosphere, that's something that's always going to surpass DBD here. Honestly, there's no conceivable timeline where anybody will ever... Well, I'll never take anybody seriously who says that DBD looks better than this, because it doesn't. That's just a fact. At the end of the day, I'm not even saying it's an opinion of mine, it's just a fucking fact, mate. This game looks miles better than Dead by Daylight does. There's no valid argument either. But it is what it is at the end of the day. We basically got downgraded in this this particular genre, and people are just complicit with accepting slop these days whilst complaining about not liking said slop. But, well, I say complaining about it, they complain about it, but then in the next breath they start glazing it. So then the developer just takes that as, yeah, we can get away with this constantly, and just keep making literal fucking shit every chapter, and buggy messes and all that kind of stuff. But it is what it is at the end of the day. That's what this genre is now. Hope you've enjoyed the gameplay, and I will hopefully see you for the next one, fellas. Bye.